Hello everyone. Now let us see second numerical for the second case. But here we want to calculate R1 and R2 using a nodal analysis. If we see the circuit, we can say we have two voltage sources. First voltage source of value 100 volt, second voltage source of value 40 volt. So you can say, or there is question in your mind how we can define KCL for different nodes for calculating different parameters using nodal analysis. So if we have only voltage sources in the circuit, we can also calculate different parameters using nodal analysis. Now let us see how we can calculate different parameters using nodal analysis. So for nodal analysis, first we will define reference node. This is my reference node. And potential for reference node, we know it is 0 volt. After that we will define non-reference node. So here we have three non-reference nodes. First non-reference node, second non-reference node, third non-reference node. Suppose first non-reference node capital A, second non-reference node capital B, third non-reference node capital C. So here we have total 4 nodes for the given circuit, 3 non-reference nodes and 1 reference node. For reference node, already we decided potential, or we assigned potential. Now let us assign potential for node A, for node B and for node C. Suppose potential for node A is VA, for node B suppose VB, and for node C suppose VC. In this branch we have voltage source, but according to the numerical we have current of value 10 ampere. Similarly for this branch we have a voltage source of value 40 volt, but we also have a current of value 5 ampere. So we can apply KCL at node A as well as at node C, because we have a branch current. Similarly, we can apply KCL at node C because we have branch current of value 5 ampere. So before applying KCL at node A, at node B and at node C, first we will assume branch currents. Now let us assume current in 14 ohm resistor. Suppose it is I1. Assume current in R2. Suppose it is I2. Assume current in 2 ohm resistor. Suppose it is I3. Assume current in R1. Suppose it is I4. Okay, so we have assumed currents in different branches. Now we can apply KCL for node A, for node B, for node C for calculating different parameters using nodal analysis. Here directly we can write the value of BA, means node voltage BA, it is 100 volt. Similarly, we can write the value of VC, it is 40 volt, because you know VA is voltage at node A with respect to reference node, and here we have a 100 volt source that is connected between node A and reference node. That's why VA becomes 100 volt. Similarly, VC means voltage at node C with respect to reference node, and here we have 40 volt source between node C and reference node. That's why VC becomes 40 volt. Now let us apply KCL. Apply KCL at node A. So according to KCL at node A, incoming current we have 10 ampere equal to outgoing currents we have I1 and I2. So 10 equal to I1 plus I2. Now let us put the value of I1. We have I1, it is VA minus BV divided by 14. I2 means current in R2, and we know R2 is connected between node A and node C. So I2 is given by VA minus VC divided by R2. So 10 equal to I1 is VA minus VV divided by 14. I2 VA minus VC divided by R2. VA already we know it is 100. So 10 equal to 100 minus VV divided by 14 plus VA already we know it is 100 minus VC already we know it is 40. So 100 minus 40 divided by R2. Now let us simplify the equation. So after simplifying we have 40 R2 plus VV R2 equal to 840. This is my equation first, and we have equation first according to KCL for node A. After putting value of BA and the value of BC. Now let us apply KCL for node B. So according to KCL at node B, we have equation, it is I1 equal to I3 plus I4, because I1 is incoming current. I1 is incoming current at node B. I3 is outgoing current from node B. I4 is outgoing current from node B. So according to KCL for node B, we have I1 equal to I3 plus I4. I1 already we know it is VA minus VV divided by 14 equal to I3 means current in a 2 ohm resistor. So it is given by VB minus 0 divided by 2. I4 is current in R1, and you know R1 is connected between node B and node C. So I4 is given by VB minus VC divided by R1. Now put the value of BA. It is 100. So 100 minus VV over 14 equal to VV over 2 plus BV minus BC. Already we know it is 40. So BB minus 40 divided by R1. So let us simplify. So we have let us simplify. So we have 100 minus BB over 14 equal to BB over 2 plus BB minus 40 over R1. This is my second equation, suppose. Now apply KCL at node C. So if we apply KCL at node C, we can say 5 ampere is incoming current, I4 is also a incoming current, I2 is also a incoming current. So according to KCL at node C, we have 5 plus I4 plus I2 equal to 0, because there is no outgoing current from node C. So according to KCL for node C, we have equation I4 plus 5 plus I2 equal to 0. I4 already we have seen, it is VV minus BC divided by R1 plus 5 plus I2 is VA minus BC divided by R2. I2 is VA minus BC divided by R2 equal to 0. BC already we know it is 40 volt. So we have VV minus 40 over R1 plus 5 plus VA we know 100, BC we know 40 divided by R2 equal to 0. So we have BB minus 40 divided by R1 plus 5 plus 60 over R2 equal to 0. Suppose this is my third equation. Now let us see how we can calculate the value of I3 according to the circuit. Now let us see the circuit. If we see the circuit, we can say in this branch we have current 10 ampere, and here we have current 5 ampere according to the direction, 10 ampere, and here we have 5 ampere. So we can relate 10 ampere, 5 ampere with I3 according to KCL at reference node. So if we will apply KCL at reference node, we can say I3 equal to 10 plus 5 means 15 ampere. So I3 becomes 15 ampere. So according to KCL at reference node, we have I3 equal to 10 plus 5 means 15 ampere. I3 value of I3 is VV minus 0 over 2 ohm. I3 we know 15, so 15 equal to VV by 2, that's why VV becomes 30 volt. VV becomes 30 volt. We know BA, we know BB, we know BC. BA we know it is 100 volt. BB we calculated 30 volt. BC we know it is 40 volt. So we can calculate I1. I1 is given by 100 minus BB over 14, so 70 over 14, so we have 5 ampere. Now put all these values in second equation. So from second equation we can write 100 minus VV 30 divided by 14 equal to BB 30 divided by 2 plus BB 30 minus 40 divided by R1. Now we can easily calculate R1 because there is only one unknown parameter, that is R1. So we can easily calculate the value of R1. So from here R1 becomes 1 ohm. R1 becomes 1 ohm. Now we can define R2 from third equation because now we have the value of R1. So we can define R2 from third equation, or we can also define R2 from first equation. Because in first equation we know the value of VB, so it's your choice. You can calculate R2 from first equation as well as from third equation. Now let us calculate R2 from first equation. So from first equation, if we consider first equation, we have 40 R2 plus BV 30, so 30 R2 equal to 840, so R2 we have 12 ohm. So R1 1 ohm, we have R2 12 ohm. So यहाँ पर डायरेक्ट आपसे नोड वोल्टेज और ब्रांच करंट नहीं पूछा था, आपको नोड वोल्टेज गिवन थी, 2 नोड वोल्टेज आपको गिवन थी, आपको ब्रांच करंट गिवन थी, आपसे अननोन रजिस्टर्स की वैल्यू पूछी गई थी। तो इस तरीके का भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, आपको मे बी नोड वोल्टेज गिवन हो, मे बी कुछ ब्रांच करंट गिवन हो और आपसे अननोन रजिस्टर की वैल्यू भी पूछ सकता है, बट कंसेप्ट सेम है। आपको नोडल एनालिसिस में सबसे पहले रेफरेंस नोड डिसाइड करना है, उसके बाद रेफरेंस नोड के लिए पोटेंशियल असाइन करना है, दैन फिर आपको नॉन रेफरेंस नोड डिसाइड करने हैं, नॉन रेफरेंस नोड के लिए पोटेंशियल आपको एज्यूम करना है, दैन फिर आपको ब्रांच करंट एज्यूम करना है, डायरेक्शन आप अपने अकॉर्डिंग कंसिडर कर सकते हो। उसके बाद फिर आपको नोड पर केसीएल अप्लाई करके करंट इक्वेशन लिखनी है और करंट इक्वेशंस को सॉल्व करके आप डिफरेंट पैरामीटर्स की वैल्यू निकाल सकते हो। मे बी फर्स्ट नोड वोल्टेज, की वैल्यू आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, उसके बाद आप ब्रांच करंट्स की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो। बट अगर सर्किट में केवल इंडिपेंडेंट करंट सोर्स हैं तब आप डायरेक्टली नॉन रेफरेंस नोड पर केसीएल लगा सकते हो। अगर सर्किट में वोल्टेज सोर्स है तो थोड़ा सा आपको प्रिकॉशन रखना है, डायरेक्ट जल्दबाजी में नोड पर केसीएल नहीं लगाना है। आपको उस नोड के लिए वोल्टेज लिखनी है डायरेक्टली सर्किट की हेल्प से। उसके बाद जहाँ पर केसीएल लगेगा वहाँ पर केसीएल अप्लाई करके इक्वेशन लिखिए। इक्वेशन में नोन पैरामीटर्स की वैल्यू पुट करिए और अननोन पैरामीटर को कैलकुलेट करिए। सो टिल नाउ वी हैव कवर्ड 2 cases for the nodal analysis. In first case we have nodal analysis with current source as independent source. In second case we have nodal analysis with independent source. In second numerical we have combination of voltage source and current source, but in third numerical we have only voltage source. So thank you.